tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your district.
Okay. Well, my name is Kathy Lohmer, and I will be representing District 56A, which is a portion of Woodbury and a portion of Stillwater. There's actually 10 communities altogether in the district, so Bayport, Baytown, West Lakeland, Lakeland, Lake St. Croix Beach, Oak Park Heights, Lake Elmo, and I think Stillwater and Woodbury I mentioned. So a little bit about me. I'm a lifelong Minnesota resident. My husband and I have been small business owners and been married for the past 31 years. We have 4 sons, all in their 20s now. 2 are married, so we have 2 daughter-in-laws, and we just have our first grandchild, who's about 8 weeks old now.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Well, what led you to run for state representative?
Well, that's a good question. I've always been very interested in politics. As my kids were, as I was raising my kids, we always made sure we were at the caucuses. We were always delegates. We'd help on other campaigns, just been interested in the process. But a couple of years ago, when our second son was serving his first 15-month deployment in Iraq, I started thinking about what kind of sacrifices these young people were willing to do for our country and what they believed in. And I was looking at things and not being too happy with the way things were going politically and thinking, what am I willing to do besides just sort of complain and wring my hands? And my husband and I chatted about it and thought I'd put my name up for endorsement. There were 3 of us in 2008 that went for it, and I was chosen by my party and ran in 2008. Didn't quite make it that time, so decided nothing really changed, so I would run again. I had the name recognition now and just a team together, so we ran again, and here we are.
Persistence paid off.
Absolutely, absolutely. Never give up.
If you could offer up the first bill of the session, what would it be?
You know, I think probably photo ID. I think we really need integrity in our elections. You know, here we are facing another recount possibly, and I just think people are really losing faith in the process. They're really, like 85% of the people, they say, would like to see photo ID, so that would be something I'd be very interested in.
When the end of session finally rolls around in May, what will determine whether or not you have been a successful legislator?
You know, when I was going door to door and talking to folks, the thing that I would say to them, and the reason that I was running, is I thought we needed limited government and stop spending so much money. So I think at the end of session, if we can accomplish that, that we've shrunk government down to more of its proper size, and that we've lived within our means, and we haven't had to raise taxes on the hardworking people of this state, and if we've brought jobs, some jobs back to this area, because many folks that I talked to did not have work and were on the verge of losing their homes. And so I would feel that would be the successful thing, that we have jobs and we have a smaller government.
If you could sit down and have a conversation with anyone, living or deceased, who would it be and what would you talk about?
I love Ronald Reagan. I would love to talk to him. I love everything that he did as a president, and I spend a lot of time listening to Ronald Reagan in his own words when he used to do the little 3-minute GE. I don't know if they were commercials or whatever, and I loved his philosophy about government. I love that it wasn't a life, a career necessarily thing for him, but that he stepped in to serve his nation at a point in time, and he did such a fabulous job. So I would love to just be able to sit in a room and talk to him.
I've reached the end of my questions. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about, or anything that you'd like to add?
Well, I'm just really humbled and grateful to have been given the trust and confidence of the voters in this district, and I'm really excited to be able to actually do something now. I've been running, it feels like, for 32 months, and now I actually get to do what we've talked about, so I'm very excited and anxious to meet with people and be able to do this job for them. So thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you for sitting and talking with us.
You're welcome.